Hello viewers, I'm Kausalya. Today we are going to solve problem 4 and 5 in exercise 7.3 in chapter Coordinate Geometry. So problem 4, find the area of the quadrilateral whose vertices taken in the order are. So here vertices of a quadrilateral is given, right? We have to find the area of the quadrilateral. So here in this case we are you see ABCD is a quadrilateral and this BD is the diagonal. Okay, it's up to you. Even you can take AC as the diagonal. So in the previous example problem, I had taken AC as the diagonal and I have split it into two triangles, right? So here I am taking BD as the diagonal. So now we have two triangles. So one triangle is ABD and the other triangle is BCD. Right. In case if you have taken the diagonal AC, then what about the triangles? The triangles are ABC, right, and CDA. Both are correct. Okay, it's up to you to select any diagonal. So here first we are going to find the area of triangle A, B and D. So this is A, this is B and this is D. So first write down the points, right? And A gives x1, y1, B gives x2, y2 and D gives x3, y3. Now we know the area of the triangle formula. So the formula is half of x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. Right. So what is x1? x1 is minus 4 and x2 is minus 3 and this x3 is 2. Right. So y2 minus y3. So this is y2 and this is y2 and this is y3. So minus 5 minus 3. Right. The next is y3 minus y1. So y3 is 2 and what is y1 is minus 2. So 3 minus of minus 2 plus y1 minus y2. So y1 is minus 2 and y2 is minus 5. So minus 2 minus of minus 5. Right. So now we are going to simplify. So here the thing is, you see minus 4 here. So minus 5 minus 3 gives minus 8. And this minus 3 is written here. Then 3 minus of minus 2. So minus of minus becomes plus. So here you have 3 plus 2. Plus 2 into, again you see minus 2 minus of minus 5. So here it is minus 2 minus of minus becomes plus. So plus 5. So again we are proceeding with the further simplification. So minus 4 into minus 8 plus 32 and minus 3 into 5, right? So minus 3 into 3 plus 2 is 5. So minus 3 into 5 gives minus 15. And here minus 2 plus 5 gives 3 and 2 3s are 6, which is plus 6. Now when you simplify, finally you got the answer as 23, right? 1 by 2 of 23. So here the area of this triangle is 23 by 2 square units, right? So here in this case, once you got a number like this, right, when you divide, you will get the answer with decimal points. So in that case, don't divide it, keep it as such. We will check the area of the other triangle, right? If again that triangle answer is also in the same way, that is if the answer has 2 in the denominator, then we can simply add and finally we can divide. So now we are going to find area of triangle BC and D. So write down the values, right? B gives x1, y1, C x2, y2 and D x3, y3. So again we are going to substitute these values in the area formula. So area is again the same thing, right? So half of what is x1? x1 is minus 3 and x2 is 3 and x3 is 2, right? So y2 minus y3. So minus 2 minus 3. Right, and y3 minus y1. So 3 minus of minus 5. Then finally y1 minus y2. So this is my y1 and y2, right? So minus 5 minus of minus 2 here, right? So now we are going to simplify. So minus 2 minus 3 gives minus 5, right? You are keeping this minus 3 as such. And the next one is again this 3 is written here. And 3 minus of minus 5 becomes 3 plus 5. And what about here? x3 is 2 and minus 5 minus of minus 2. So this minus 5 is written here and minus of minus 2 becomes plus 2. right? So now we are going to further simplify. So half into minus 3 into minus 5 gives 15, right? 5 plus 3 is 8 and 8 3s are 24. And here minus 5 plus 2 gives minus 3. So minus 3 into 2 gives minus 6. So once you simplify here, we got the answer as 33 by 2, right? Anyway, we have to find the area of the quadrilateral, that is we have to add the area of the two triangles what we have calculated, right? So once you add here, you see it is the area of triangle abd is 23 by 2 and here it is 33 by 2. So when you add, you get the answer as 56 by 2. So here the final answer is 28 square units. Right. So now we are going to proceed with problem 5. So the problem is, you have studied in class 9 that a median of a triangle divides it into two triangles of equal areas. So verify this result for the triangle whose vertices are given. Right. So what is the median? You see, this is the triangle ABC and this line is known as median, right? This AD is known as median. So what we have to prove, this median, you see once this line is drawn, obviously we have two triangles, right? So one is triangle, this one ABD, and the next triangle is ACD. So here we have to prove that area of triangle ABD is equal to area of triangle ACD, right? That's the question. Fine. So here first we are going to calculate the point D, because when calculating the area of this triangle as well as this triangle, you should know the vertices of D. Yes or no? So that's the thing. So here, as this is a median, right, this D is the midpoint of BC, right? So using the midpoint formula, we can easily calculate the vertices of this point D. So here, what is the midpoint formula? It is x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2. So here this is my x1, y1 and this is my x2 and y2. So x1 plus x2, 3 plus 5 by 2, and here the next thing is minus 2 plus 2 by 2. So what is 3 plus 5? It is 8, right? So 8 by 2 and minus 2 plus 2 becomes 0. So 8 by 2 is nothing but 4 and here this point is already 0, right? So the point D is 4 comma 0, right? So now we have calculated D, so we can easily calculate the area. So first I am considering the triangle A, B and D, right? So this is A, this is B and D just now we have calculated. So A gives x1, y1, B gives x2, y2 and D gives x3, y3. Right. So what is the area of the triangle formula? It is given by half x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 of y1 minus y2. Right. So now we are going to substitute the values. So what is x1? x1 is 4 and x2 is 3 and this x3 is 4. Right. So the remaining terms are y2 minus y3. So minus 2 minus 0. Right. The next thing is y3 minus y1. 0 minus of minus 6. And the next is y1 minus y2. So minus 6 minus of minus 2. Right. So here minus 2 minus 0 is minus 2 and minus of, that is 0 minus of minus 6 is nothing but 0 plus 6, which is 6, and minus 6 minus of minus 2. So here it is minus 6 plus 2. Therefore here it is minus 4. Right. So now we are going to simplify. So 4 into minus 2 minus 8, 3 6 are 18 and here minus 6 plus 2 is minus 4. So 4 into minus 4 is minus 16. Right. So once you simplify here, you got the answer as minus 6 by 2. So minus 6 by 2 is minus 3. So what is this? This is the area of a triangle. So area of a triangle can be negative. Therefore, we are neglecting the negative sign and finally we are making it as area of triangle ABD is equal to 3 square units. Right. Next, we are going to find area of the triangle AD and C. Again, A gives x1, y1, D gives x2, y2, and C gives x3, y3. So first write down the formula, right? Now we are going to substitute the terms. So x1 is 4, x2 is also 4, and x3 is 5. Next, y2 minus y3. So 0 minus 2, right? Y3 minus y1. So 2 minus of minus 6, and finally y1 minus y2. So minus 6 minus 0, right? So here half 4 into 0 minus 2 is minus 2, plus 4 into, you see 2 minus into minus becomes plus. So what is 2 plus 6? It is 8. And here 5 into minus 6 minus 0 is minus 6. So minus 6 into 5 minus 30. Right. So 4 into minus 2 minus 8, 4 into 8 plus 32, and 5 into minus 6 minus 30. So once you simplify, here again you get the answer as minus 6 by 2, and which is minus 3 again. So since we are discussing about area can be negative, right? That is, it is impossible for an area to be negative. Therefore, we are neglecting the negative sign, and finally you see area of triangle ADC is 3 square units. Now when you compare the area of both the triangles, right? You see area of triangle ABD is equal to area of triangle ADC. So here area of both the triangles are equal. This is what we need to prove. So finally you can write it as hence verified or hence proved. Right? So that's all in this video. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. Thank you.